Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We're back again, 2 days in a row for some FC Barcelona members action. We're ready to build some lineups and get set for what's going to be a massive weekend. It's not going to be massive for me, SO5 wise, because we've got the Cup final here in Scotland. So Celtic, and I've got a few requests in the chat already about how to deal with contender without having both sides of Glasgow playing. So it's going to be a bit of a different game week for me. I always quite enjoy these ones. And before we get into your requests, we've already got the request sheet built. Fist bumps on arrival to all the FC Barcelona season ticket holders getting their requests in. But I quite enjoy these game weeks when there's a little bit less going on in terms of the contender strategy that we've been running for this season. I don't know, I've got this weird thing where I just like to see how contender looks when I don't. Oh, this is this game week, sorry, we've still got a few wee guys, a few wee runners and riders to go. But I like contender when it's just the Celtic, it's the non-Celtic guys that are left, because it kind of lets me see the out and out different pieces I've got lying around that complement that strategy to kind of try and push it above everyone else and everything. So we'll just about get 3 lineups out of it, which is cool. And I think all 3 of them are kind of halfway okay, you know, for the most part. I was a bit nervous about playing this classic D1. I was tempted to maybe play that in the D2 position we have here, and then try and have like a low division in season, but the in season classic combos I've got don't really permit that too much. And I brought in a new card thanks to Jerm yesterday. He actually helped me out with a little check this guy out kind of shout. In season defender really helps me big time for this game week. So I'm actually kind of half looking forward to this. I don't know how optimistic to be about the core strategy without the core collection in it, but yeah, I'm quite. I'm looking forward to it, let's say. I'm looking forward to it. It's a bit nicer, because then I'm not worried about the Celtic team coming out. And I'm not worried about, oh, I didn't captain Bernardo, or I played Engels in the wrong place, or I picked the wrong left back, you know. All that kind of stuff. And with some of the new goalkeepers we've had coming in, I just got a in-season Dimitrievski. We've had Fraser Foster come off the bench for Vicario. And I think there was somebody else as well. But, like, special weekly, we've got a Craig Gordon spare. We're going ultra attacking with like low priority team essentially. Decided to take Berardi and Shaqiri out of it. And like in Champ and La Liga, we're getting lineups out everywhere. Like everywhere. Very decent caliber, quite decent quality. I'm more excited than I have been for Super Rare in a little while, by the way. I think all of these teams, all in D2, like there's definitely a best to worst goalkeeper thing on the go here from left to right. Probably the same with the striker position, but really defence and midfield is up for discussion largely for who should be team 1, 2, 3, as it were. So I actually quite enjoyed messing about with them earlier today, looking at projected teams and stuff, and you know, one of them could do okay. Imagine all 3 did good, that would be amazing. But yeah, for the first time in a while, looking forward to that. And Pascal Gross is going to get a wee debut in an in-season team with our Lassaneur in-season goalkeeper, and then some of those La Liga dregs that we've got. So we'll go low-level in-season champ again with a trialist effort. And like, yeah, if we could get into really anywhere in the top 45, we'll be buzzing. But if we got right onto the podium, that would be the objective, as it were. Some fun teams all over the place, 3 classic lineups, and again having like some recent-ish acquisitions, you know, the Bruno, the Soboslai, I think maybe the Sané kind of factors into that. Like, it just feels that finally the edges are really rounding off and we're getting good quality combinations of teams and lineups and everything else. So not a huge weekend for me, including the 6 training lineups. It says 24 up here, but take them away. There's a 4-man effort in under 23. We're talking about the thick end of like 16 decent teams here, you know. Oi oi up the Ben Doak. Yeah, so we'll put the Dokester in here. It's a decent enough game for him at home at Millwall. Openda, like this is an okay team, you know. I was going to do it top priority and really go for it, but when I seen I could put Shaqiri and Berardi, now that I got that Dundee United player, I could just go in season D1 and try and smash with no Celtic around. Only 84 entries at this point. I'm sure there'll be a few more before the deadline rings in, but without all those Celtic and Rangers lineups and whatever, there may be a bunch of people that just don't play their D1 entries, and it's maybe a wee bit of an open run on this one. So rather optimistic, rather excited. It's all about the defence and the goalkeeper. If they can like do one of their better games, the rest of us should work out quite well. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this weekend. On Sunday I'll be joining the Axon boys again, so we will be they're doing a live thing for the final. I'll be there again on the panel talking about the game as it happens and all that good stuff, which should be good fun. Me and McBride Ace will be live later tonight to just talk all Celtic stuff on Celtics Are Here. You guys might be less interested in that this weekend because, there's no SO5 perminations coming from that. Halligan, good to see you. No problem, mate. We'll add you to the list. We've got a full list of people already. Fist bump on arrival, we had Alex Coombs, Sorare Burra, Sorare AP, Lucas A, James Johnson, Mr. A, Nonstick Llama, Kieran M, XD Rye, and Hatligen, of course, as well, all on arrival. Hatligen, you are at the back of the queue. You're on the queue, buddy. In the first place, we've got to start with... before we do get into it, again, I don't see where we get the totals anymore. It doesn't tell us totals, but we've got 28 boxes sitting, chilling out under the Christmas tree, as it were. In this game week, we've got 2 on the cards right now. Sadly, the Hatate effort and Best of Europe isn't going to yield anything. The Super Rare Champions League. We've pulled a box, or unless any crazy Opta adjustments happen, there's no more teams to play. A good chance of getting some essence. Really hope we don't get the level ups, but we'll get our Super Rare box into the mix. We have a rare box, or is it the limited? Yeah, we've got our hands on a limited box. This team did pretty mince. So with Thursday night being so heavily contested, I don't see us... Maybe we hang on to the crap limited box, but I'm not thinking about that. We have these 2 teams left to run tonight, so one of these teams could smash a rare box for us, maybe pull a card as well, so we should get over the... No way, is Nkunku DNP'd? Decisive score 35. What's going on here? Oh, you've got to be freaking joking. Raksaki? Is that the... No, it can't be the Palace guy. Is it his brother or something, maybe? And they've started Chukwuemeka. That's the surprise element here. I think he's on his way to AC Milan, according to some of the rumours. So, gutted. So, yeah, no... unless Nkunku can get off the bench, which maybe he still will, that team might actually be screwed already, which is a bit of a gutter. But Craig Gordon and goals wasn't on for much anyway. So, it's all on Fraser Foster and Timo Werner. I broke tonight. And then the little kind of Sociedad spine. So hopefully we get to the 30 box mark for Friday night. We'll be opening that up for the Go Fuck Friday stream with me and all the guests that will show up for it. Ben Gibbs, fist bump, mate. Good to see you. Looking forward to a big Friday night extravaganza. Nordi Mukiele with a 97. Loving that. But yeah, Alex Coombs, you were first in. Evening, won't be watching live, but could you do my Prem, in-season and under-23s? So let's rattle through this since Alex won't be with us right now. Ange's Roulette is his top team in Prem in season. So for Prem in season, we've got enough goalkeepers to cycle through here. I do think, I actually seen for today, guys, I don't know if it's clickbait or whatever, but Wolves have tried to buy Jose Mourinho out of his contract. I don't know if they know that's just folly and they're just trying to feel him out, but he did say he wants to go back to the Prem. He did say he wanted to go back to the Prem in a team that doesn't play UEFA competitions. I think Mourinho fancies he could do a Leicester. Isn't Bray suspended? He fucking better not be, because he was on all the projections and I never checked for suspension. Blummin better no be. As I've opened this window, normally this can be kind of good for telling us Sociedad, players to watch. And it doesn't tell us on that page there. Blummin better not be, by the way. Europa League. Braze. 1 yellow. Nah, it can't be. Can't be. Stuck at work at the minute, so I'll watch the stream when I'm back. 2 under-23s and a yada yada. No problem. Henry boy, you're on the back of the queue. Henry Sorare. Bray suspended for 5 yellows, as far as I know. What? No. Not in the Europa League. Europa League. Brais Mendes, 5 appearances, 1 yellow. Is that maybe in the league? La Liga. Brais, 13 games, 4 yellows. Can he be? Braze is not suspended. Braze is not suspended. Ooh, Oscarson. Nice. That's good. I didn't know that. That's good. But the Oscarson at least. Stop giving me the fear on Yeo Braze. He's only on 4 yellows in the league as well. I don't know where he's getting this from. But sometimes 4 yellows can be a suspension, so I'll need to check him for the weekend. Depends on leagues and how many games have been played. I think France are quite weird for that. Let's check for La Liga. Yeah, 4. 4's fine. Oh, last season. Oh, Jesus. No problem, man. Just give me the fear, that's all. Now, both the good keepers we have are away from home. And the other 3, I think we really want to try and minimise the use on. I think Fraser Foster's probably the play for goalkeeper 1. Oh, wow. Nice defensive options, by the way. I love Porro. I love Trent. I think for team 1, as much as it's not like the stack or whatever, it is classic Trent. So maybe we'll have a quick scan across and double back around. Classic mids. Yeah, there's nobody that's like Trent level, so that's fine. And forward, classic. Yeah, there's nobody that's like Trent level. So yeah, I think we could put Trent team 1 classic quite comfortably. Then in midfield, like Maddison, I like Bruno G in this game a lot at home at Leicester. It's a very Bruno Guimaraes match. You could play the Maddison, of course, but I think we need to see the team that's out for tonight, because I think Maddison's expected to play tonight. And yeah, he is highly expected to play. So if Maddison does start, if he gets significant minutes, you could see, like, there's no Kulusevski in this team, there's no Basuma in this team either. No Kulusevski. So I could see, let me delete that page so I keep opening it by mistake. So you could see Maddison maybe not play that game. So let's work on that basis for team 1. And then, yeah, Saka is everything to everyone right now, isn't he? And with Son being rested, you could probably go Saka-Son. I don't think I've seen a better mid or a worthwhile defender that would outscore maybe Pedro Porro, but I think I'd rather take Son than Porro. And I would take Saka over Porro as well. So yeah, I think that marries out quite nicely. And captain is between Saka and Trent for me. I'll probably go Trent because he's at home. That feels like a great lineup 1. Lineup 2, we take Muric in goal. And then in defence, Porro is an easy take for team 2. I think we have to take Maddison at team 2 for the way your squad is here. Kulusevski's an easy pick at this point. And then we can pick anyone for 5th man. Don't mind Anthony Gordon. Then we're double forward in 2 teams. I don't know how you feel about that strategy-wise. Solanke could be an easy classic take here. And it kind of fits with the Tottenham vibe about it. I'm a Captain Porro kind of guy. Love a fullback to smash. Now, don't freak out with the Foster and the Muric not being together, right? Because don't. And then goalkeeper 3, like, none of them are keeping a clean sheet. Brentford have got the better chance of fighting against their opponent, I think. With Alisson back, Liverpool are just, yeah. And Arsenal kind of still has got our groove back about them. So I think we go Flecken for team 3. Not an easy choice, but Ruben Diaz looks okay on paper, but I think you've probably got a better option somewhere else. Let's have a peek at who's it I actually like the look of there. Yeah, Livramento, Leif Davis. Leif Davis could be fine. Is Livramento want to play for the Newcastles? No projected team in yet. Got a Wolves team here, but which I'll have a wee nosy at for myself. Quite consistent with what we've seen. Jedi could have a good game, but it's against the grain. Udogie could be okay, but I think again we're expecting him to play against Rangers tonight, aren't we? Yeah. So I think for safety I would take the Davis, but Diaz is a good shout. Livermento might be the guy. Probably just take the Morsi because he takes some stuff, doesn't he? And then we've got, I think I would take Noni next. Noni Madueke. And then, we've got him against Flecken, which I know will probably freak you out, but I don't think that's avoidable. I'm sorry. I don't think Pickford is it. Is Pickford a better shout? Well, Arsenal could score 3 so easily. Luis Diaz Classic could be fun. MGW at home to Villa. Did well against Man United last weekend, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Double decisive. Yeah, I think MGW is a good shout. Bit of a differential team this, isn't it? The goalkeeper against the forward. If it is freaking you out, I think I would maybe just about go Pickford. But I would stay with Flecken. I wouldn't let the Flecken Madueke thing affect you. All in Division 3. What else did you have, Alex Coombs? It was something else you asked me. Under 23s. To be fair, he's going to start every game, I feel. Timbo, who's that? Who's starting every game? Let me know, Timbo. Okay, and then under 23s, we've got Nakambio, first versus second. We've got Lyson, 12 versus 10th. I think Nakambio's just got a bit more about him, Sorare-wise at the moment, doesn't he? I like Otavio, defender, AA rated. He pops top of the order for me here, I think. El Carouni is maybe double defender. Destiny. Yeah, he probably is going to start every game, but are you going to get the best tune out of him at the weekend? I like Paxton at home at go ahead. I like Baena. I like Miller, but I think Paxton's the pick here. And then up front, we've still got Gordon. We've got Samu. I like the thought of Samu in this. And then if we go double defender with El Carouni, or do we take Lennon Miller? El Carouni, how are you actually banging? Make or break fullback. Oh no! The wrong window closed. Yeah, the under 23's gone. Bakwa's got a decent game. I think that might be the go by. Maybe we go Bakwa up front over Samu. Lennon Miller at home. Dundee United have been handy. Yeah, I think I'll take El Carouni. I'll go with this for team 1. Captain could be Paxton, could be Bakwa. It could be any of them, by the way. It just really depends who you fancy the most. I'm going to captain Paxton for a good time. And then team 2, last limited team, we've got the Lyson. I would maybe play Zabarnier or Doggy maybe. Oh, wee Miguel. I think I would be putting wee Miguel into this team because he's just spiky. We've then got Lennon. We could then play Gordon and Amorodon or Agahawa or Baena. No, I'm going to go Agahawa or Samu. And Captain Lennon or Captain Miguel, but I'll go Miguel since they're away from home. Should be a bit more AA friendly for him. Awesome, Alex Coombs. Here we go. Nice Prem in seasons. Team 3 is like it's clearly the weakest of them, but it's still got punch power, definitely. They're all in the same division, so hopefully you're getting promoted a couple of times. Hopefully one of them gets right into the money for you. And then under 23, quite good competitive lineups for me. Aiden PW, what were we after? under 23s and contender classics. So let's have a wee peek. Under 23. Ooh, yeah. I think I remember this from the gallery review stuff, but we've got top order goalkeepers. Yeah, this is very familiar from yesterday. Now, all your good defenders are away, which I don't mind, but who's the best? First versus 10th, your 6% chance to win for them. Probably it's Flamengo, isn't it? Elise. Yeah. I like the idea of playing Rodrigo in this team, but I think Enrique's it's a bit safer. The Real Madrid. Yeah, Rodrigo's on for this one. By the way, no Mbappe either, so I actually really like Rodrigo here as team 1. And then 5th man, it could be Tillman, or we could go double defence. But I think we need the better defenders to stretch the 3 teams here, especially with missing some guys out at the bottom. So, tough one. Leopold away in a good game, but I'll stick with Tillman. And really don't know who you're going to captain there. Really tough team to captain somebody out of. Peck and the boys, but no more Peck. Trafford is in team 2. I'm going to take Musa and Dai just because of how popping he is. I'll go Enzo Leopold for top mid thereafter. Enrique picks himself then. And Charlie's boy Esteve. I'm going to take Lennon because he's at home, takes sets. And then the third team, leftovers you're calling it. We've got the Lamans, we've got the Affengruber, we've got Mohamed Cham, we've got Dan Rotz was a shout from Sorare Holland. I would maybe play him over Stoikers because Stoikers doesn't get a good game. This guy just doesn't have a pop in him, but does he? Like he can get kind of 11, 13 AA, but it just doesn't seem to happen in the matches where he decisives. Not any time recently, anyway. That's a funny one. Sego 4th versus 5th. He does have a AA. He just needs to get the decisive. I actually like him. I think he might be the next pick. Stoikers looks great, but against Bruges, that's not a great one. Sego's at home. I think I'll take Sego. Sego over whoever the other guy was. Rots. And then 5th man, we could just go Stoikers, but I think Esteve is or Rots. I'm going to go Rots because it's 40% chance of 3 goals or more, 67% chance to win at home, and the opposition player thing works in his favour. So I think we'll go double forward on that. And again, captain whoever you want, really. Contender classics. Right, so let's see, we've got the 3 keepers. Ooh, very good fixtures, by the way. This guy Gori's a new one on me. 28 years old, Monza card. Living his best life in Serie B. That's fun. We've got Moldovan on to play for Sassuolo. 1st versus 18th away from home feels pretty good. Yeah, Sampdoria are not total mugs. I think they've just sacked Pirlo, so they'll probably have that new manager bounce. I'm going to go Moldovan team 1. Muhim team 1. Shaqiri team 1. Berardi team 1. And 5th man, Inigo Vicente looks very plumb there, doesn't he? I do like Cuisonce's fixture, but ever since I got Cuisance, he's been mince. And Maxime Lopez, not a great game, but very good profile. I think we'll go for Inigo. We'll just lean into the power forces that you've got here. Stud Mania team that you're running. The second choicers, I think we take Gori. Yeah, I think there's just less goals in Serie B than there is in Bundes 2. I would take the Histrov. That's a bit of a... yeah, that's fine. I'll take the Histrov. We'll take Cuisance. We will take Cuisance. He's got a good fixture. Gauter Hein, Luis Suarez. Let's take Gauter Hein. We could go Renato Stefan, who are actually top of the table. Wow. Or we've got Rakitic, 2nd versus 1st. Maxime Lopez. first versus second. I think I would maybe take Maxime Lopez into this team. And, captain's tough. It's between Hein and Cuisance. I think Cuisance could spike in a game like this. And in team 3, we've got Ron Robert Zieler. We're taking Marcel Haustenberg. We've got Renato Steffen. We need to take Luis Suarez, second versus third. And then fifth man, I think it goes Rakitic. Probably just captain Renato Steffen. Oh, look at that. They're on top of each other and everything. Isn't that good looking? Just you can see all the ratings on the screen. Sego is great, says Rico Man. Dean Iverson, fist bump, good to see you. Got a wee notification, I wonder what that's all about. Community vote. Ooh. It's decision time, managers. You have 48 hours to help decide the special event that will take place. Is this the one that's been kept a secret? Do we not know what the secret one is yet? Cap, underdog, specialist, select your target. I'm going select your target. That's been popular. And then anti-stack, full stack. Oh, this is a toughie. Position based, so like the ultra attacking kind of thing, or a scoring matrix change, like the tackles were worth 10 points or whatever it was they did. I don't know which one I like. I like anti-stacks, but I think at this time of the year I will be very Celtic based, so I don't think I don't think I want to do anti-stack. I don't know if I want to take full stack. I'm going to go for scoring matrix change because it's just a wee bit more fun, isn't it? Harder to like game, you know, it's a wee bit more of an open competition. And I think that's it. Do a little retweet on this. Get involved. Wow. So yeah, like your teams, mate. I think you're going to have a good weekend. Underdog full stack would be funny. Yeah, that would be some combo of criteria. Like, it's going to be like Dundee's weekend, isn't it? Or something like that. And yeah, the secret one is still a secret, Rico, man. Great intel, mate. Thanks very much for keeping us up to speed. Lucas 88, what were we after? Champ in season rare, Charlie limited in season. Champ in season rare. So we've got Severa. Okay, cool. That'll be fine. Oh, yeah. If anybody's caught Harry's stream earlier today, let me know how it was. I caught the last 10 minutes. I'm going to listen to it back after this. But he had Haber on. They seem to be having a whale of a time. Christmas jumpers and everything. So looking forward to catching that. If you didn't catch it yourself. Finally got a Joanne Jordan. Well done, Rico, man. He's forecasted to play this weekend for Joanne Jordan pals together. I love it. So let's see. In season, Severa, Alaves keeper. How, Rico, man, what do you think? At home to Athletic Bilbao, do you think there's a result there to be gotten? We've got Leno, who we don't want to use if we can avoid it. Diouf has not got a great game either. Bowman, not got a great game. Jose Sa, Sam Johnson, whoever it's going to be. Probably a decent game for them, actually. Don't, on paper, expect Ipswich to score 3, do you? Do we even have... Oh, we did have the Wolves team for the weekend, because I've just seen my guys at Wolves, didn't I? So let's see, who do they have in goals? Jose Sa, 30% not playing. Sam Johnson, 70% on. I think I would take the Sam Johnson then, or whoever is going to start for Wolves. It looks like Sam Johnson at this point. Nice. Yeah, I think I remember the gallery review for this yesterday as well. Your in-season mid is actually a bit of a toughie. We'll come back to that in case we can use like classic Allmore or something like that, or Odegaard. In-season striker. Do we have the Liverpool team? I'm going to put Kulusevski there, so I think he's easy, great take. And then, yeah, I would like classic Odegaard into this more than Van Dijk. Or almost got a good game, man. So let's go back to mid, and we will select Odegaard. Anthony Gordon could be fifth man. Teje could be fifth man. That's not a great game, but I suppose Nice are... Is it actually a bad game? Nice are on their fucking knees right now with injury and stuff like that. I think that's a great team. 76 doesn't do that justice for me. Solid Division 2. Next Division 2, I think I would go with Severa in Team 2 because I don't think Athletic Bilbao are free goal capable. I would want Van Dijk in this, so let's see if we can make that happen. Yeah, no Danny Olmo. So we need Max Arnold, who's like the 55 merchant at the moment. Kudus against Bournemouth. If West Ham gets something, Kudus will probably be in the reckoning for it. But Max Arnold is kind of getting a wee bit of... he's had like upper solid okay scores, hasn't he? Yeah, I knew there was something to peep on him. Double decisive at the weekend, but not in a good way. Maybe holds him back a little bit on his L5 and stuff, but... the AA has been building back up for him in recent weeks. Away to Freiburg's not a great game, but Wolfsburg are like impressing. I think I would take him on that basis. And then I like Gordon up front. Pepelu can do well, but that's a classic. And I think if we use Pepelu classic, I don't think we've got better defence options to make that work. Oh no, it is in season Pepelu. Why did I think it wasn't? But I took Pepelu first because I really like their game. It is Friday night. He's highly expected to play. So I would do that, actually. Good shout, Rico, man. Thanks for making me double take that. Had I just carried on assuming until the very end. And then, yeah, maybe we'll go back for Arnold anyway, but... Anyone hiding? No. Yeah, I think we take Arnold. And then when we get to the third team, this could be quite fun. So some difficult quandaries here. We want to keep an in-season keeper. I think I don't want to use the Leno on a few levels, so we'll go with Diouf. I don't mind Balerdi in defence. It's a tough game, but he could score well in it. Chabot, no. Pinnock, no. Rico, no. Yeah, I think our hands are kind of tied with the Balerdi, which is fine. I would like to get the Olmo in here, so let's try that. And then Noordin, Moses Simon. Do we have a Liverpool team? We do. Hot off the press. Gakpo's in it. Yeah. I think we take Gakpo then. And fifth man needs to be in season as well. We could still go Noordin or Simon. The reason I think Simon's maybe in the reckoning is I think he's caught a bit of form again, hasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I think Moses Simon's a good Team 3 player. And then we had Charlie in season limited, didn't we? Yeah, we'll troop into Team 1. No two ways about it. Ooh, Bestie, I want to play this. I'll take all at Mendy if he's on to play. Do we have the projections? We do. Yeah, I would take all at Mendy. Cockatoo, was he there? Sorry, he was. Yeah, I think we're probably going quite Benfica heavy. I don't mind swapping the striker around for the difference maker because I've not been great with the forwards. Pavlidis is the classic take. It's probably just the stack we're building then if we do that. I think that's kind of the way it points. Maybe Dreyer is worth the play there. Yeah, I'll try the dryer. And then fifth man. Let's make sure nobody's hiding or been missed out. Maybe even just go double defence, go Otamendi and Araujo. Yeah, that feels good to me. But I think then we will put the Pavlidis in. Just go Benfica double defence. Second team will become a bit trickier. We've got Gunnock away to Adama, Slowik playing Rizespor, and De Keizer away to Feyenoord. We'll go with Gunnock. Baz get the L5, so let's take that. Rafa's got the game, double A rated. Rashika, quite similar. Yeah, I think we take Rafa. Maybe go double Besiktas. Or might go Besiktas attack here with Killasoy as well. Yeah. And then we'll take Rashika. Let's double check Besiktas before we finalise that. We don't have them. But they're playing Adama Demispor. This is the Adama team. Doesn't look scary. The keeper's on a 50-50. Doesn't say stability to me. Yeah, take your pick. And then team 3. Do we want to use a classic Slowik or an in-season De Keizer? Let's say we use classic Slowik. Let's go with the Masuako. Now, who is the better shout out of these guys? Is Jaimiro Monteiro actually doing well in Holland? He is actually. He's starting to getting his game on there with Peck's Wall. Love a bit of that. They're playing Willem too. 13 versus 12. For team 3, oh, he's a classic. Can't do that. Bummer. Right, I think it'll need to be Araunes then, because he's just kind of solid, doesn't he? Dryer, yep. And then we could play Jaimiro Monteiro here if we wanted. No, we can't, because we've got Slowik. So Hadzimetovic would normally be a really good pick back in the day, but he's been not the same guy since he left Konyaspor. Who's playing against? Ooh. And is he on to play? Do we have Rizespor? %90 on, yeah. I think Hadzimetovic would be the guy that goes in here. Captain Dryer. There we go, Lucas. I like the rare teams a lot. I think the rare teams are well good. Is there a case to put Pepelu in over Teji? Maybe. I think it's a little bit underestimated how bad Nice are in the reckoning of the matches and stuff. I just deleted the next person, which was James J. So yeah, buddy, there we go. Nice rares and the limiteds. I like the first two teams. The third one's a wee bit stiff to pick with the classic element and stuff. Masuako can peak, yeah, definitely. But I think Ba is maybe in a better spot, which is why I didn't just do Benfica Besiktas stack there. Basically, we put Ba in to the Benfica play as a defender. I think Baj is better than Masuako. Masuaku. However you meant to say it. But yeah. James J, what were we after? Feeling podium dangerous this week in both La Liga and Challenger. La Liga and Challenger. Let me know what you think. Got all the toys. All the toys indeed. Now, who do you pick out of this lot? I like Tebow. I like All Black. Getafe just don't have goals now. Very easy to go against them in this setting. I would probably take Aguerd or Rudiger. I'm going to go Aguerd. You have to take Bellingham. Firepower, man. What's the Barca projected team meant to look like? I've seen Ferran Torres has caught in a bit of form. I think Rafinha will be in. Rafinha, Griezmann. Yeah. Now, we might swap Judes around to facilitate the whole in-season element of this, but I don't think it's necessary. Captain, Griezmann or Rafinha. Take your pick. Team B. Pena or Courtois. That's a tough one. Let's go Pena, because they're at home. L5s and all that be damned. I think the best Barca defender is Koundé. A game like this, you're maybe going to get a bit of that. Inigo Martinez, I know, has been doing okay. Kubarsi's not half bad himself. We then get classic Jude. We then got in-season Vinny. I think Yamal's going to play this. I get why you're feeling podium dangerous, my friend. And then team 3, Tebow, Rudiger. Tough midfield picks here. Some of them could be unreal. This is quite tough. What do we have for the Real Madrid? Where's Valverde? I know he will play, but where's he playing? Centre mid off of Modric. I think that could be good for him. Lo Celso away to Villarreal. Former team. I think I'll leave that for this one. Yeah, I think we take Valverde. And then up front. Ooh. Says Lewandowski for the bench. I don't think we agree with that. Mbappe is out. We know that, it seems. We've got Williams against... What Williams is that? Inaki. Against Deportivo Alaves. We've got Nico here as well. Not expected to play. Yeah, Nico's on a 50-50. Inaki's nailed. And Louis. Does Predictify have a Barca team that looks different to that? No, not yet. For God's sake, I just buy this guy and he's been bombed. Jesus, man. I need to change that myself. But yeah, if Louis is on to play, then I don't know why we wouldn't pick him. I don't mind Take Classic, right? But now that we're at this stage, what I'm actually thinking is maybe we drop Rudiger for the Sergio Gomez Classic. Let's see how Sociedad line up tonight. I think we would expect Sergio Gomez is going to be playing more often than not, generally speaking. So that could be a bit of a differential, bit of a peak potential in defence. And then do we maybe just take Lo Celso on the away day, or Zubimendi? I I think I'd rather take Zubimendi at home to Las Palmas. Should get lots of 8-8, and it's just if he can jam in with a wee cheeky decisive, a wee assist or a goal or something. And at home to Las Palmas feels like a kind of a Zubimendi match. So James J, I see why you feel podium dangerous in La Liga. 3 D2 entries, by the way. You could have the podium all to yourself if the scores were to fall in the right way. And what else did you have here, James J? Challenger. Right, Trafford or Costa. I think I'm taking Costa if you're being podium dangerous. Classic Buscaglia feels like this is the build, isn't it? Oh, Fabio Vieira. Physical discomfort. Maybe you want to watch out for that. Shea Charles. He's a cheat code now, isn't he? Gyökeres, maybe not, but at home to Boa Vista. That's a bit of a derby, isn't it? I think Boa Vista, normally the fans and all, that's a bit of spice between them. But yeah, Gyökeres, Trincao maybe? Hanko? Galeno? Probably going to go Trincao. Yeah, podium dangerous, mate. You can say that again. Looking good, mate. Good luck. Hope the team smash it. I don't know if you've picked Trincao for extra there, but very good lineups, mate. Not a derby, but Sporting need the win. Yeah, big pressure on them at the moment. And Wally, Mr. A, even as folks, how we doing? Can I get some help building my Challenger Rare? No problem, mate. Challenger Rare. This team says bench, so let's find the team that says starters. There we go. Titon is back. You can't keep Titon down, can you? I think I would take Brandenhorst for Team 1, but all the same. Buscaglia's your Team 1 defender, of course. Ooh, Sarah at home to Trabzonspor is good. Veerman's back. I'm sure you're going to love just sliding that in there. And then you've got Lang. Oh, mate, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. Good luck. I hope that smashes Wallen. Bench. I'm going to go Titon at home because he's Titon. Ooh. I think this is normally where I get stuck with your gallery as defenders. Mike Double E is away to NEC. I'm a poet and I did not know that. Tommy Santiago away to Peck. Mike Kuma away to Breda. Theo Quintero away to NEC also. I'm going to take the Mike Double E on opposition score. Tijanic, who the hell are you? Oh, he plays in Turkey. Gillian Bass. Krastev. I think we need to take Sven for Team 2 mid. Oh, Jacob has got a tough game this week. Do we have Berghuis? Are you going to play? Ajax. Been loving the Dutch accents today, haven't I? Yeah, Ajax do not have Berghuis on to start. Sorry, Steve. Lauritsen away to NEC. Negley away to NEC. Parrott. Not get the L5 we want away to Breda. I think we have to take... We probably just need to take Broom, even though it's a tougher match. This is Team 2 anyway, so yeah, we want a good bit of firepower in case it does come off for us. And then fifth man, we could go Classic. I think the Tijanic looks primed to come into this. On that basis there, good L5 and 15. Away to Hatay is not anything to be scared about. Gets decisives often enough, can get into the mid-teens of AA quite feasibly. And he plays for Göztepe. Let's double check that Göztepe are going to have him starting. If we have Göztepe lineups here. We do. And yeah, Tjanic is there. Awesome. Nice team 2. And then for team 3, we're not expecting it to be wildly competitive, but Nick Ollage is a very capable keeper. Alongside Santiago, that's fun. Pele Clement, Jordi Classy looks injured. I think I'd probably go with Julian Bass here, as long as he's going to play. Who's that, Sparta? Let's look at the Sparta team. Loritz and Negley, Pele Clement, no Bass. Oh, they've got Van Aanholt. PVA's in the team. Oh, you need to get a wee PVA in your life. Is he scoring well? .34 going strong. Nah, he's not scoring that good, is he? He's only actually been there for a minute. But he's pennies as well. Well, maybe not quite pennies. But Pele Clement was there, so we can pick him. Loritz and Negley. Yeah, that's probably what we're doing, isn't it? Is that what you were after, Wallen? Challenger Rare. Yeah, it was. So yeah, team 2 is clearly team 1, sorry. The starters, the PSV stack, Gabriel Sara for the kicker, Brandon Horst in goals. Feels good. And then you've got Teton and the second stringers. And then the best of the rest for team 3. Beelans is going to start. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so if we know Beelans is going to start, I think that's going to end up then. I would rather have Beelans in the team 2 for Mike Double E. Let's just go and double check that. Where's Feyenoord? At home to Heracles. And yeah, Beelan is there. I'm with you all the way. That's definitely the play. Good catch, mate. And then when we go to the reserves, we'll drop the St. Jago. We'll play Mike Double E. It's a full Sparta. Let's go for it, lads. Let's take on the NECs. So maybe your bottom team and your top team kind of picks itself. Really strong matchup strength. I hope you do good, mate. Honestly, I know you've been waiting for that Veerman to come back for a while, so I'm really crossing my fingers for you this week. Hope to see you win that division. Get yourself into D1. XD Rai, we've got Golovin, we've got Teji as well. Did we have Teji before? Was it Teji and Golovin we got? I think it was. I know it was Teji +1. I forgot, pardon me, Golovin +1. I forgot that it was Teji. It was awesome. Right, cool. Now, I think we did this yesterday anyway, but we'll just revisit it real quickly. All I want to play Teji here in the Nice game. Yeah, I'm probably not going to change them much from what we did yesterday. XD Rai. The defender spot for team 2 is maybe what we'll just revisit, but because the Stupian looks fine. Schlotterbeck against Leverkusen. Yeah, I don't think we need to go back to the well for any of this. I think this team... Oh yeah, we were trying to see if we still had some change left over for a Jerry Moreno. Not needed really against Ipswich, you think, this game week for Jorgen Strand, but I think that's the way we go. I think we go Golovin, Grifo, team 1. Well, Lukaku, Milkstart, Rono. And then team 2, Fleck and Estupian, hold the defence, double mid with Amiri and Teji. And then Jorgen Strand, the target man. Hopefully, appreciate it as always. My pleasure, mate. No, I really appreciate the support, and thanks for coming and get your lineups built, buddy. No, yeah, I'm looking forward. 3 D2s there, man. You've got to get out of that division this week. But yeah. Now, I know you'll be tempted to go Golovin and Teji together, but Grifo at home, I suppose, is Grifo at home at Wolfsburg better than Teji at home in Nice, with Nice being so wild? But nah, I would stay with this the way it is. XD Rai. Kieran M. Fist bumps on arrival. If you could have a look at my contender teams, yeah. Kieran, are we looking at rare or limited? Should get equal numbers of both. Let's do contender in season, see what comes up. Don't want to see those supers. Okay, cool. So I think your Dominguez is probably I'll maybe go Gordon for goalkeeper one. I don't think Kelly have got 3 goals in them. Famous last words. Maybe it's limited because I think this is quite scant on options. So let's jump into limited. We've got triple Gordon and an Ernst here. I think I'll go him with team 1 in season and at home. Yeah, this feels more like the problem we've got to solve here. Z-fuck. Z-fuick. Nah, he's not team 1. He's not really team 1 either. Mauricio Martinez. I'm not sure you've got a team 1 defender, mate. Oh yeah, this guy works. Away to Schalke. 49.6. Away from home, 44. But he does have those peaks there where the AAs came a bit higher. I know he's got a decisive for one of them, but yeah, I think he's the team 1 guy we've got. Unless I'm underestimating Penrice. He does get some games, man. But he's alright. Penrice or Hoffman. I think at the team 1 shouts. Yeah, so let's go Hoffman. And then in midfield, in-season Cuisance, sign me up for that. Maza, yeah, let's go for that. Someone was mentioning Fabian Rees. Is he back? Let's check that out. Bundy 2, Hertha. No Fabian Rees. There's Maza. He's actually in a midfield. Maybe he's eating some of my man's lunch here. There's that guy Clemens. I did see him in your builder. Is he a defender pick, perhaps? He's not team 1, but he definitely, I think, will fill in this build later for sure. We could go classic if we need as well, so I'm not too worried about that for the final pick. Just having a wee gander at the bottom to see who's there for us. Away from home. Yeah, home's way better. This is a tough one for your 5th man. I would like to play someone that's going to make a difference. Like a Spittle Classic would work, wouldn't it? I don't think we've got a Hearts team here, do we? No. Scottish teams are just starting to come in. Oh, no. I think McCrory over O'Hara. Gutted. Manager said Kennedy and McCrory and Polworth are hopefully fine. Hopefully fine. Spittle's been playing all the time. They've got Thursday night football, but which makes that hard to kind of double down into. But I think for the basis of the build, I would put classic Spittle in there. Captain Cuisance or Maza. Really take your pick between the two of them. Team 2 then, which is in Division 3, so the quality doesn't need to be as high. There's not as much pressure there, is there? Limited scarcity only. Gordon in season. Penrice in season. Spittle in season. Don't mind Alexander Mendy Classic, but he's away against like a higher ranked team. So it kind of needs to be LU in. And if we make it LUN in season, then we could go Joe Newell Classic. Mark O'Hara, sorry. No, Newell. It was Newell I was thinking of. You've got him as well. I'm sure of it. Where is he? Oh, yeah. There we go. Boom. We Hearts Hibs combo. Don't tell the Edinburghers I did that. And then for the final team, low caliber, because it's like Division 5, isn't it? So you don't need to worry too much. We need to take Classic Gordon, which is going to put in-season pressure on. I think we'll just take this double A rated defender. Him and Clemens both looked okay. He's double A rated, so we'll maybe lean into that. Cammy Devlin has the L5 and is in season. We can't take any classics. So I think we're after Fabian Rees off the bench. And then I'd take that Kemmel guy, Clemens, yeah. Captain the guy off the bench. Craig, yeah, no problem, man. Oh, yeah, you won't have too long to wait, Craig, because we're almost at the end of the queue, buddy, anyway. Oh, yeah. Absolutely rattled through them tonight, guys. Oh, Craig Hunt, you've got your name there for me as well. Craig H, all the ones and all the twos. All the ones and all the twos. So yeah, good luck. Kieran, let's look at your rare. The rare looks not too bad. Maybe it was just the in-season part of it. Let's have a wee look at this, because I see a Berardi and stuff like that. Let's go to rare. What would the top order look like? I think you're taking Oxborough. Formos Mendy first versus second. At home. Yeah, probably just take Formos there. Is Marcelino Moreno scoring well for Lanús? Scoring as he normally does, really, isn't he? Has he been in there long? Not that long, actually. He's actually did quite well already. Didn't feel he's been there that long. I'm pretty sure I just seen this transfer halfway recently. Maybe it was made permanent or something. But I like Marcelino Moreno. Not great. I think Cuisance has got the fixture and he's due a good one. And you've got Berardi. And yeah, Marcelino Moreno or Niederlechner. The Universitario guys are all away, which kind of nerfs their expectation a little bit. And I think it's like last game of the season, so what are they actually playing for the most part? So Lanús is away to 28th. I'd probably just take the Moreno. Captain Berardi, of course. Try and get that into D2. It shouldn't be too hard, eh? Classic as well. Nah, no enough in-season power. So that's the way I would roll your contenders. Hatlogen, what were we after? Hey Quinny, would you mind building me some Prem and Champ lineups? No Bundesliga cards in Champ. They're all going in Bundesliga. So you're kind of so I kind of need to just rattle the Bundesliga guys to the one side quickly. Now I'm not building these. I'm just doing it because you've not asked me to. So I'm going to abide your wishes, of course. But I'm going to try and sneak away to the side, the top 10, as it were. Nubel, Mittelstadt, Amiri. Amiri's playing Bayern. You probably aren't using him. Go Bischoff against Dortmund's not much better, I suppose. And who are you using up front? Probably I would take the Nusa. Maybe you're using Kramaric. And then Amiri. Oh, who's your fifth man? Let's put Amiri there, so I think it probably will be him. Okay, I've put them to one side. And what did you say precisely? You wanted me to do Champ and Prem. So let's do Prem first. And then when we get to Champ, it should be clear. I think you need to take Raya. Yeah, Raya, goalkeeper 1. Now, normally I've been quite happy to pick some Man United players, but I think this weekend, like, it is a derby, and there's just so much up in the air. It's kind of hard for Mazraoui and one or two of the other ones, I think, to think they'll do well against City. It's a bit easier to imagine City get back to normal. So I would maintain Guardiola as a defender 1 level. Play, I think Odegaard in season totally runs into this team all by himself. Same with Palmer. And then fifth man can be Classic if we want, or we could go Saka. Saka's the best play here, or Enzo. I think Enzo or Saka is the play. How do they actually directly compare right now? Enzo is back to best, man, isn't he? And what's Saka doing? I know he's been pulling up trees, but let's just see them compared to Enzo there. Well, you get that much joy against Everton? I don't think so. I think I would take Enzo over Saka this game week. Captain Cole. 91 rated, that's pretty boss. Second team in the Prem. I'm probably taking Pickford. I like Poro in defender 2 spot. But then I would take the Bruno, because I think Bruno doesn't need much to actually just be prolific SO5 wise. Now we do have Pickford here, which is going to make the Saka a hard play. I think we go Saka Son. And then can we do something about the keeper? Maybe go Onana. And then when we get to team 3, we'll take the Pickford. I don't really worry about the Arsenal bump off anymore. Leif Davis, I really like his team 3. Again, you could maybe take some of the Man United guys. You seem like a Man United fan with the amount of cards that are here. 8 Nuri is fun. Maybe 8 Nuri and Leif Davis, the battle of the left backs here. Maddison, if he does play, feels good. But this is team 3 and it is a bit... Kudus, Soler, some of these guys look a bit more appealing to me. I think I would take Kudus because they've got their injured teammate. That's a bit of a galvanizer. I think Cunha is a great pick still. And then fifth man, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Amad Diallo, Mazraoui. Maybe we would go to Mazraoui. Or, who was I going to take instead of Kudus again? There was somebody else that was in midfield. Or was it maybe... Yeah, maybe just put the Maddison in here so that he's used. Keep in mind one of the champ lineups is in Div 1. Yeah, well, we did it in order. This is Div 1. Div 1. The FO Div 1 team. And then these ones are on Day 3, so they're just out for promotion and glory. Hatligen. Okay, and then what did you say about champ specifically? It was just in champ. So Dimitrievski, I like that. Desmaz, Petrovic, really. I think it's Dimitrievski's team 1 here. Oh, classic Hakimi, not got a great game. But it is Hakimi. I think you're probably going to try and get him into this team. I would agree with you here. This is a Div 1. And Ah. Gotcha. Okay, so let's go backwards to go forwards. Delchevsky. I think I'd maybe still keep Hakimi there. I'd probably still take the Bruno. I'm going to go Saka Son again. I would probably just transplant that team that we had because I liked all them. And then what's next? We've got D Freeze here and D Freeze there. I think we'll pick the Prem ones again quickly just with the alterations that we've got. So we don't need to worry about the whole Saka thing anymore. That's good. So let's go Pickford. Poro. I'm taking Kudus now that we don't have Bruno. I'm taking Cunha now that we don't have all those other forwards. And then, yeah, I would maybe go Maddison just because of the fixture. And then for the next one, we can then play the Onana in Team 3. There's an argument to take Mazraoui, but I'd rather take 8 Nuri. It feels like a game that might suit him. Or do you know what, you probably just do a Man United stack here, mate, because you've got some decent enough players in the other spots. If Mainoo's going to play, we didn't rule him out for an assist or a goal or something in a game like this. Amad Diallo's a cheat code forward at times. And are they going to play Garnacho on the other side? Hard to say right now. I think if you went to Garnacho on the 5th man, and just went all out attack Man United for the last team in Division 3, I wouldn't see anything wrong with that either. Is it the team I would pick? No, it probably isn't. I would... Did I not just pick 8 Nuri? No, I had Poro team 2. Yeah, I would go 8 Nuri. I'd probably even take the Lamina here. Ahmad. I think Ahmad is going to be against Guardiola, and I think that's going to be a real wake-up call. Somerville, how are you actually hitting? Mediocre. I'd probably take Cho. Then I probably would take Mazraoui. Anyway, yeah, that's a team I would go with. Garner will play. Well, you're a Man United fan, Hatligen, it seems to me. So I would, for you playing the derby, like I would want you to have a Man United team. That's not what I would do, but I'd probably do something closer to this. But I say if I was you, a Man United fan, looking forward to the derby, I would definitely want a wee slice of the action. All to myself. Ugarte, maybe he's going to outperform Mainoo. So that's a kind of you decision, I suppose, in Man United Intel. Ugarte or Mainoo. But yeah, Diallo, Garnacho. Not Dwight. Garnacho, we said. Like if I was you, I would just do that. Have some fun with it. And then when we get back to Champ, I'm going to go really for the next team. Or no, well, Petrovic. Yeah, let's take Petrovic, even though he's classic. A wait till a half should be good for him for a change. We've got Rafi G. Is he on to play? Rafi G is on to play. We've got Akliush in season. Højbjerg, I think we just take him. We also have Arda Guler, who's on to play at this moment in time. I like that as a fun card. Joshua King, Usman against Leon. Greenwood, L5 of 77. Show me what's going on there. 8-8 is fucking happening, man, isn't it? Jesus, yeah, Greenwood into that team. And then fifth man needs to be in season because of the classic keeper. Aklayush away could be okay. I've picked 8 Nuri so many times and taken him out. I think 8 Nuri's the play here. Double fullback. Love that. And then the last team we've got in goals, we would be looking at really in defence. I'm probably taking the Leaf Davis here. Or classic Kerriher. Let's say classic Kerriher. I'm playing Guler. I'm playing Usman. And Aklayush. Or somebody else was half on my radar at midfield. Yeah, I think it was Aklayush. Or Sorare, but I think Aklayush is the way to go. Awesome, we got there in the end, buddy. But Prems, Bundes, you did them. I've just put the cards to one side so we didn't use them twice. We didn't even come close to it. And then Champs. Simplex, I'm doing very good, mate. How are you? Is there anything else? That was all. Love it. Strong teams again. Highly, highly rated. Henry boy popped in earlier. Where are you? I've got 3 under 23 limiteds and 1 in-season rare contender. Rare in-season contender. Ooh. Is this Joshua Ray going to play? Let's come back to the keeper last. Zetner, is he back? I remember he was out. Yes, I think we need, if we're playing in-season, I think we need him to be the classic in-season Miller. Yeah, I think that's the way it's going to go. Your team kind of does pick itself because it's only one lineup. Graham Carey. I think that's the way you would need to go. I don't think you've got a better solution out of defence, really. So it kind of forces the hand elsewhere. And then it was 3 under 23s, wasn't it? Limited? Where are you, Henry? 3 under 23 limiteds. Oh, good picks here. Trafford, right to the top of the radar. He is away, so maybe. Oh, Suzuki's at home to Verona. Verona been a wee bit hard to gauge. Ibar against Zaragoza. I'm taking Trafford. Form's too good. Ooh. Fun options, by the way. Very fun options. Your defenders, this is going to be so hard to pick. So many of them are so ekies with each other. You've got a few guys in here that'll have a good weekend. I can sense it. But Brown away to Leipzig, like that could be good for him. Really good for him. But if Leipzig score a few, if he concedes, he loses a wee bit of possession here and there. Could very easily be a bit of a non-event. I think I would take first away to 8th for our Zetner again. I think I like Gravenberch next. Oh, by the way, you've got some forward picks here, don't you? I think I'm going double forward. I think I would go Ondrika and then Conceição. And then when we go to team 2, I'm going to go with Polo. I think I'll take the Brown for the spike potential. I love spiky fullbacks. Borja Sainz. Ben Doak, Delorgy Neeper. At home to Cercla. Yeah, that's good. And then for the third one, who is the keeper? Yeah, Simplex, just let me know club name, buddy. I'm about to get onto the last one on the list, and then you will be there after them. And I think that might be us. We'll see how it goes, but Kakubo's playing Anderlecht, Delange playing Ghent. Maybe Lamens is next up, isn't he? Campos is what? Castillon and Cartier. Nah. Highest clean sheet probability, double A. Let's not overthink it too much with the last guy. I like Vuskovic. I like Den Bosch. I think Den Bosch is the safe play. Lennon Miller. Tizolis. I think I prefer Corridor, but he's playing second. Noosa's not got a bad game. Frigan. This striker position is tough. I'm going to take Tizolis because of his form. Tough game, I know. And then Stoiker's there side of that. Vuskovic, Martin Fernandez, we've kind of overlooked a little bit, but he's got spikes, of course, but double decisive against the weak teams. They're at home to a weak team. Maybe don't overthink it. Can I get one challenge season limited, Rico man? Of course you can, my man. So Henry Boy, there's your rare team. Kind of picks itself for the most part. I guess your main decision is what classic card to play. And then here's your free U23s. I don't think I would mix this up at all. I think maybe Den Bosch for Nathaniel Brown is maybe the only one. And looking at them from this view here, maybe just to firm that defence up with a centre back that will bring in a 60-ish rather than trying to get that PK fullback score. But D1, D2, D3 could get 3 podiums. So just Simplex. I need you to let me know your name again, buddy, on this. Let me just, is it just Simplex? Yeah, I need your club name again, buddy. You've told me it before. I'm sorry I've forgotten it, but I do my best to remember them when I can. And yeah, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, of course, as Craig is reminding us. Oh, there we go. MXXER. Love it. Copy. Right, so we're on to Craig. And then it'll be you, buddy. Craig, don't know how to approach the weekend. No Celtic or Rangers, so we're looking at contender, I guess. So 2 D1s. Now you might have, so what we've got in season, we've got 2 D1s and a D2. And we've got D2, D. So a wee bit of this, your strategy, Craig, might actually be in ignoring your D1s. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Schlager's a D1 keeper. I think Mullenstein playing in centre mid is decent. But yeah, actually very thin in defence outside of that. You might be better served, mate, going into D2 in season. Get that promoted. Jelenic. He's fine without being amazing. Centre back. 47 average. Away from home, not as good. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back again. I think let's go into classic D2 and get a team promoted, I think, is the plan of attack for me. Schlager's a solid keeper. Mullenstein's a solid defender. Then having Miller and Rakitic, or I was going to say Miller and Rakitic, but maybe we go Levaya Rakitic somehow. Although maybe then we just make it a decision between Levaya and Rakitic because they're both in the same game. It's a tough game. Levaya's either that kind of high 30s or into the mid 70s. He's got to score in this game. You've got to think Levaya. Rakitic gets like high all around. The decisives haven't been quite there as regular as you'd want. I think you can guarantee he's going to bring in that kind of 16 to 24 all around. But it's just less likely that he will be the decisive giver in that sense, you know. So I think I would go Levaya, Captain Berardi, get this into D1. Oh, well, that is a good question. I almost did that myself. Let's have a look at how it would build. So if we scrapped that and we went for, do we have all out attack special on this? I don't think we do. I think Laird says it's too complicated for him to build some of those toys. Yeah, I think I probably would, but I don't know who else you'll be supporting that with for the most part. Can we maybe look at, we can't look at underdog. Let's just open up training. And if we look at the forwards, so we'd have Levaya, we would have Berardi. You could really go for it with those two. Levaya's not got the best game right enough, but Berardi, Cole Palmer, Cunha at home to Ipswich, Kulusevski away to Southampton, Jadon Sancho at home to Brentford, João Pedro at home to Crystal Palace. You've definitely got enough forward options where I could dig it, I could get behind it. I've got a steady Prem stack. I would probably, if you have other steady things at play, I would maybe just leave that to run its race. I would rather just try and get the classic D2 here into D1 and just try and take over that division, you know. With it, get a box, get a good card, get into D1, and then if you're ever in this position again, then at least you would be in classic D1 and you can go and try and get the podium there. So I think that's the sort of this. And Levaya or Rakitic is up to you. I would go Levaya just for a wee bit of the certainty that you get from him. But yeah, I wouldn't go the D1 in season thing. I think you end up going too weak because you need to take out Mullenstein or Berardi, and they kind of make the team. I've just bought a guy that I like. Oh, do you know who's a guy? What about Bomb? Either the guy I've just bought, it was like £1 or something. Or this guy Bomb, he is like £2. One of those guys is an in-season. And you could maybe make in-season still work. But keep the Berardi and roll that team over. I don't mind that. If you've got the beans for it, as it were. Is Rakitic in the season? Yeah, he is. So, I'd give you our defender choice as well, I suppose. But if you don't want to do that, I would do this. Where's my guy? How much does he cost for unlimited? Look at this. It's not too bad. Not too bad. GM with a shout on this one. Yeah, so he's like £2, £3, £4 at the moment. I've got about 20 quid in the account. The guy Bomb is good. I like this guy, Adeboyega. I've only found him 5 minutes ago. But by the way, he's on a 98 and a 100 this season so far. Defensive decisives like penalty one, actually. I thought that was a clearance off the line or something. I like him. So if you want that Scottish synergy, he's decent. But this guy Bomb is somebody I've been kind of mindful on recently. Young, nice rookie card. Plays in a decent team. So I wouldn't be against that, personally, mate. So could recruit more. It's just because you're so low on defence anyway. I suppose you'll have defence in like Celtic and stuff like that when they're back. But I think if you did do that, you could play this team in classic D1. in season D1 or D2 and try and win D2, because that could be quite possible this game week. That's maybe the way to go. If you could get like a wee £3 defender, and then like you've still got options to skirt around the other lower divisions anyway. Yeah. So if you do add somebody in, I would go in season D2 with the lineup you've got here. Otherwise, I'd go classic D2. Just with who you have and just roll with the punches, buddy. But I'd see this game week as an opportunity to get promoted, and I'd also see it, if you were to able to play in season D2, as an opportunity to maybe scoop a wee bit of divisional cash with all the competition disappeared, you know. And then we've got just Simplex. 1 champ, 1 La Liga, 1 Bundesliga. Classic and in season. What was the things you said? Champ, La Liga, Bundy. Right, let's do La Liga in season, since this is here. Is Julian still going to be playing? He is. I'm trying to think who the other defenders were we spoke about in that region. If you missed it, Craig, yesterday we did gallery reviews. We were on for about 3 hours. We did tons of player scouting. So sorry I'm not like deep diving that with you right now. But it is lineup building night, and it was like yesterday, 3 hours. I reckon maybe skip through it a little bit here and there, but you'll definitely find some food for thought, mate. No two ways about it if you need it. Plenty of time between now and the deadline to catch it. You know, maybe it'll put you off to sleep a little bit of an old lullaby or something like that. Your defence in La Liga is kind of hard to pick, mate. Galan isn't shown here as playing, but I think Galan is on to play. He's maybe the best. He's been kind of cack and not cack, hasn't he? I'd probably play Galan over some of these guys, because I just think that's the best chance of a clean sheet, really. He can get decisive. And Craig, thanks very much, mate. Fist bump. Another super chat. It is the season of super chats, guys. We got one yesterday from Michael, now one from Craig, mate. Thank you very much. It means that I can actually hit like on that as well. Oh, love that. Give you your own personal like. No, we don't want to report you. No, we don't want to do that. No problem, mate. Hopefully you win a lot more than £1.99, and then I'll feel a bit better about this. I need to find some players to fill some gaps. Yeah, it's not a problem. Just an observation as I came to your La Liga build here. Now, Comenesana is suspended for Villarreal, so I think that's going to mean it's a good Danny P game, but it's a tough opposition. Yeah, Danny P's in next to Guy, so good one for Danny P. Up front, Berenguer, I think, is looking to play. Ayoze Perez is going to play. It's against Betis. It's just not a great game. RDP, in season or Classic Llorente? I think I would do Classic Llorente there. Reported for a super chat. No, tell me about it. What a world we live in where you can report super chats. I guess maybe big channels maybe get half toxic ones or something like that that come in. But hey, we can only dream. Bundy. In season, we've got 2 keepers. Oh, I think we've got to take the Druis here. Don't think we want to touch that Bayern game. Oh, your top 3 defenders. I think you have to take Rafi G. Oh, but he's classic. So I'm going to put Itakura in season first. We'll double back to that. Nemeka in season really works for me right now. Thiago Thomas could be okay as the end season forward. I think I'd try to take Kleindenheis back at home to hosting Kiel. We've got him in the 0 to Hero gallery this game week. And then the 5th man needs to be in season. I like Jackson Irvine for that spot. And where are you? La Liga, Bundy, Champ. That was the 3 thingies. Okay, so then for in season, what do we have? Goalkeepers are not your friend right now, are they? Some tough games. Leon has to be the guy, I think, on balanced series at home and stuff. The pressure's on the defence here to be classic, so we'll come back to that last. I don't mind in-season RDP. I think that's a good play for the most part, as long as he's still in the fold. I know Atleti have now got midfielders available. They might rotate them a bit. But no, they reckon RDP's still in. Perrin. Harry's boy. Charlie Dunbar, by the way, fist bump. I think I caught that. I just remembered because I almost called Harry Charlie there. And it's like, oh, Charlie's here. He'll be offended by that. Alex Berenguer, I think, is on to play. I think I would put him into that. 50-50, actually. That's a wee bit. So let's go into defence. I want to play the Guerrero. I think he's just got the biggest punch here. And then I think that means we need in season for the final spot. Thiago Thomas, that's fine. Cool. Now, I don't think La Liga... let's do Champ Classic. It's probably where I'd rather start the one classic effort. I think Fraser Foster's the play. And then we're looking at maybe Gideon Mensah. Tagliafico. Oh, tough games. Hummels. I'll take Hummels. Sunset. Was he there? He is. Yep, we like Sunset. Berg, normally okay. Tough game. Romeo, that game might suit him, to be honest with you. Oh, Limer is on to play right back, I think, isn't he? Yes, he is. So let's play Limer Classic. That could be cheat codey. We've got Thomas Muller. He's expected to play. Yes, he is. And then fifth man. I'm looking at Sunset. Is Demirovic going to play against Heidenheim? He could be the way to go. Double forward. Dan and Doy's got a good L5. Who would have thought it? Nah, it's just because he's got peaks, doesn't it? Never really is a good player on SO5, but he's a good real life player. Hope he finds a squad where we can actually get some of that SO5. Oh no, Oyer has a... I think Oscarson's back in the fold for the weekend, so does that just take minutes off Oyarzabal? Don't think it takes his spot. Nah, it just takes minutes from him, so I'll probably go Oyarzabal. Takes penalties and stuff. I want to jump on the list. Yes, Mike, you can jump on the list now. You're the last one, but so let us know what we're doing. Just Mike. Let us know, buddy. And then after that, if we look at Bundes Classic, do we have a Bundes Classic? Maybe we do Underdog next. Because it is like low caliber guys you've got remaining. Could play this Fran Vietes guy. Filter. L15. 45. I'm going to take the shooting guy over him. Sorry if that wrecks a team elsewhere, but I'm doing it. Cabrera, he could be okay. Fies. Yeah, probably going to go Cabrera. Florian Kainz. If he's going to play, he's got a bit of pedigree. Oh, maybe guy might play. That's fun. And centre back as well for a midfielder, but no Florian Kainz. So I don't think we can use that. That's that guy there, Matthias Olesen. There we go, let's put him in. Demirovic is a fun forward for this. And Chaplin, Hugonet. Hugonet doesn't look like he fits right enough. How's he coming up in this? Maybe his thing's about to change. Maybe that's what it is. Luca Waldschmidt. Brian Teixeira. Eric Dyer. I don't know what to do with this fifth spot. I'm just going to hit save on that because I kind of ran myself into a wall here. Looking good. Definitely other lineups than me. I think like Lorente Galan's a nice play here. All at home, essentially. It kind of fits itself together. And then with Bundes, like this could be okay as well. Division 5 could go quite strong actually. Oh, sugar, wrong button. So I like the both of them. I wouldn't really mix them up too much. In-season champ. It's probably my least favourite, to be honest with you. I like your classic champ. I like them. Good teams, mate. And then sorry about the underdog thing, but we kind of run low on L1545 guys there, don't we? Probably do something like that for the classic La Liga. And then the classic Bundes, it finishes off the Zentner who's playing Bayern. Probably go Tuta. If you're going against Bayern, you go against them, don't you? And then Demirovic. And then needs to be an in-season final play here. Maybe Athalai. Catchy. I'll take Catchy in case they link up for a decisive or something. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. My problem. My pleasure. No problem. My problem. Just make it. Is that we've got all supers. So, what's the play? In season Prem. Interesting goalkeeper quandary straight away. Only one, and we only need 3 in season cards, right enough. I need to remember that. Trent's your take. I think Matoma would be the midfield take. We've got plenty of forward power. Maybe go Sancho Cunha. No, if we do Sancho Cunha, oh, of course, Rico Man. Of course, Rico Man. Rico Man. Sorry, make it. I'll come back to you in a second. I was just kind of firing on, but just make it. Tell me what you want me to have a look at, buddy. Rico Man, of course, my friend. How could I forget? In-season Challenger Limited. Right, well, the top one feels like you're going to be playing Israel in goals. Yeah. Ahmed Tuba bringing the scores back. I like the Diamande guy, but he's not got the L5 compared to some of these other players. Behunek might be a sneaky play, by the way, with the Pigs Wall. Not favoured right enough, but it's an open enough game for a player like him to actually do pretty well. Yeah, I think I like the Diamante guy generally the best, but his form has really dived off. It's hard to play him Team 1. Matthias Rees. Not much better, is he? McNulty, the Irishman with the cool name. He's actually doing pretty tidy, isn't he? He's alright. Well done, Anselmo. I like Ahmed Touba, but Antwerp are not a good... Oh, they could be good for a defender. Oh, wow, yeah. Could be good for a defender. He doesn't really score bad, does he? Just doesn't score as well sometimes. I like Ahmed Touba. At home, Antwerp are not high scoring, are they? I like McNulty. 42% chance of a clean sheet. If he can bring in one of those 70s. Price. Away to Beershut could be good. Some of his better games are away. That's tempting to play Price there. If we don't play Price, we're playing Zorgan. I think Zorgan is... You have to pick him at this stage. So we'll pick him. And then, yeah... Guy Carez, Trincao. Defence is your tough spot, really, isn't it? And I'd rather have the classic Gairikes. I think that's the way I would go, Rico, man. Let me know if that is what you're wrestling with. Is it the defence issue? Or is it just the general construction? We'd just love to see some lineups. Your thoughts. 1 EPL in season and 2 La Liga in season if you have the time. My pleasure, mate. So this was Prem in season. Yeah, so this is quite the tough one. It's getting those 3 in seasons in the right place because like you've got some really good hitters, don't you? And like you want Salah in the top team. You want Odegaard in the top team. You probably want Raya. But you know, I think I would maybe take Verbruggen. And then that takes an in-season pressure off of us. We can play Salah. So Salah, Odegaard are well prioritised. Oh, where is it? Saka, Odegaard is what we would rather. I think I need to kind of do the puzzle with this, if that makes sense. So I'll start this again. Really don't know what to do with the keepers here. Raya is the play, it feels like, but that in season for Bruggen feels like it just opens up the team. Yeah, it really does. I think we're kind of forced into that on Team 1. So we don't have an in season. Like Matoma would be my take, but Matoma compared to Odegaard. Wow, it's even a mid Saka you've got. Do you have a mid and a forward Saka? No, you don't. Okay. So we could go mid Saka, mid Odegaard, and Cunha. Yeah, I can dig that. And then for team 2, which needs to get promoted, Raya. Do the defence last, because we might need what we need. Matoma in season. João Pedro, Jadon Sancho. And then we can pick any defender we want. We've got a classic Trent and Guardiola, but I think I'll probably just go Trent there. And then when we go to the third in-season team, we're taking Pope. I'm probably taking Leif Davis. We'll see if we need that in-season this. We might not. KDB, Bruno, Soboslai. I'm going to go KDB. Big point to prove. Derby and all that caper. Yeah, we maybe run out of the in-seasons for the last team, because yeah, if I take Salah, then we're screwed. We need to take Hudson-Odoi and Buemo. So that's fine. I would do those 2 Prem teams. I'll let you have the headache of the rest of it. And then yeah, 2 in-season La Ligas. This will be tough. So, Dimitrievski. I would take Dimitrievski in team 1. I would go Dimitrievski. We'll come back to defence, because I'm torn on 2 of them. Kind of eekies for me. It just depends on what restrictions we have elsewhere. In-season mid is a bit thin. So we're playing classic Jude here. And then classic Griezmann. So we need 2 in-seasons to fill out in defence. We can take Aguerd very comfortably. And then the 5th man needs to be in-season. Zubimendi works. Very good game. Sergio Gomez should be that guy, but he might not get 90. Zubi will get 90. I think I would take Zubi there first over Sergio. I bought your guy Mig Gutierrez, mate. I seen him. I forgot that was the conversation we had last time. But he's a big difference maker. I was going to put him in that team, but we didn't have the classic flexibility for it. But then for team 2, we've got Ramiro in season, Miguel Gutierrez classic, Sergio Gomez in season, now we're taking a classic forward, but who? We've got Vinny Jr., we've got Inaki Williams, we've got Rodrigo, we've got Yamal. I think we take Yamal at home to Leganés, don't we? But yeah, I think there's no buts for that. And then in-season 5th man, we've got Williams, Carlos Vicente, Carmona, Zubeldia, Catania, Aymar, Mojica, Yuri. Yeah, your last in-season play in La Liga is kind of a holdback, isn't it? I guess Williams is good enough. Away to Alaves, it's just not that exciting, but it should work out well enough. I have doubts that Griezmann starts. You think so? I know he's been playing a bit and stuff, but 95% at this stage. All been updated this morning. I wouldn't be worried about that. I've got to buy another. Yeah, just one, mate. Just one. One, like, decent one. Because it's just, like, your hands are kind of tied at this last spot now, aren't they? Harry Trades, my man. I was telling everyone earlier to go and check out your stream. Caught the last 10 minutes of it myself. Seems like you and Haber had a riot. Had a good bit of fun, so look forward to catching that up. Once we're done, we've been on for about 2 hours, guys. I think we're almost done with the lineups and stuff. But I always like doing Just Make It because it's right up in the nosebleeds. And look at the players he's leaving out. You know what I mean? Like, he's got many more teams to build. I'm sure these will all be in classic lineups and stuff. But Even someday the now, mate, like if you had in-season Guler for this weekend, like that would make this team way more exciting, I think, you know. Super rare Quan just sold for 17 quid. Like what Quan? Celtics Quan. It's kind of good value. I think he's not fucking playing anymore. 95% given he's played 4 in a row and has Barca after Getafe. It won't. It might just not get the 90 minutes, you know. But Getafe, like Atletico, do love to rinse them. It's one of those games that Simeone can hammer a team and get all the Simeone's became attacking, you know. You can have one of those nights. They won like 6-0 or something, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Atletico are the real deal again." And I think he really like this evolution that they've done with the fullbacks, Galan and Llorente, and then they're bringing Samuelino and Giuliano Simeone into the wide areas. I think he wants to try and massage that a little bit more. So if it's that certain on the projections to be the team, I think that'll be the logic behind it. But Griezmann will come off for Sorloth, Alvarez will come off for Correa, Lino for Gallagher, Koke for DePaul, blah blah blah. The 5 subs will happen. Keep the kind of shape and get some more minutes. Lenormand maybe get some minutes in this off the bench to kind of ease himself back into the squad. Celtic one, just crazy to see super prices at that point. Yeah, I know the feeling. I was looking at some supers and I had to stop myself because it's like, why would I buy another super right now? Like, did I buy a super actually? No, I was so close to it, but I was so close to buying another super actually today or yesterday. It's one of those guys where it's like, oh my god, if I'd been playing Sorare when that guy was not at the team he's at the now, or the team he was at when he got the card, I'd have got him so cheap and I'd have him now. And when I see the price of him now, I'm like, oh, that's the sort of price you want to buy that guy for. But kind of got enough super rare mids. 21 of them. All sorts of shapes and sizes. For 4 goalkeepers, it's just about enough, I think. Especially when some of them seem to be fit again, you know. My pleasure. Just make it. I'll put them on screen again, mate. Just so you can see them. But yeah, Prem 1. I think if we go double classic Arsenal mid, we then play the end seasons around that. Feels really good. Arsenal have got the fixture to kind of lean into. And the other ones we've got, Verbrugge, the 3 end seasons, Verbrugge home, Trent home, Cunha home. Games that suit them, all AA rated or better, AA rated. And then for the other one, we kind of go with that. It's basically a front 3 of in seasons. Matoma on the left, João Pedro through the middle, Jadon Sancho out on the right, supported by classic Raya and Trent. Feels like that's the way to go. And then for La Liga, like, yeah, maybe you could swap the Zubimendi for the Sergio Gomez. We spoke about that at the time, but I think Zubimendi gets 90 minutes for you and is just going to definitely deliver enough AA, and like, you know, if he gets a decisive boom, he pops. Around the Griezmann thing, you could easily swap Griezmann out for Lamal. I'm more worried about Lamal than I am about Griezmann for the upcoming weekend, personally, because yeah. So I think your forwards, you might need to be a bit agile between now and the deadline. If you have any guys being like, I don't know how I feel about that. But goalkeeper defence combinations, goalkeeper defence mid, I think are all there. It's just, yeah, it's your forward, isn't it? This is the last thing for you to sweat on between now and the deadline. Kudus. Defence and goalkeeper is your struggle, Rico, man. You're worried about Israel not playing? Is there someone better? Orton de Wolf, Coney, Van Langendonk. If the goalkeeper's going to play, I don't know why that's factored into it. But defence, I get you. I would go with the Anselmo. He's at home against a good team. His AA has been there. Marlon Fossey. Yeah, not as good. Behunek is tempting. Can hit a bit harder, but no, I think Anselmo does the job there. Keeps us afloat. Zorgan, Trincao and Gyökeres to smash it. And yeah, I don't know if I'm missing something with the keepers. Sporting keeping a clean sheet just isn't happening. Yeah, fair. But at home to Boavista isn't it? Who have like no chance in this game according to the bookies odds. Pardon me, sorry. I fancy that way more than any of these other keepers. But I get that. I get that the frustration of the team just isn't fucking keeping the clean sheet. I've been there myself, mate. Now, I actually just remembered that I seen for myself my Valencia little defender I just bought. Oh, here he's on to play. Yeah. That's fine. I'll keep him in. I got a bit worried when I seen him on Predictorfy. I think it might have been 9 minutes ago. Yeah. Why? According to Cope Valencia, the coach is considering a return to 4-4-2. Diego tested the Tuesday. Not fit enough to start. If Diego Lopez plays that role, Fran Perez would be right mid. On the left, Canos, Yadia, Folquier. Left back spot, Vasquez or Yannick. Vasquez according to Cope, in case Folquier's not ready. Mosquera. So Folquier's not ready. In short, right now, I'll put it this way: with a place between Fran Perez, Viguera and Banacia, Peplo seems to play. A lot can change. I'll be watching to see if there's any more update. The latest training session seems to be gaining momentum. Canos appears to be losing ground. Yeah, I think I might need to bench him. It's too dodgy. I think I'm quite excited for that wee team to be fun. Yeah, I was excited for this team to be fun. So where's that other in-season champ team? Aaron Baru. And then, yeah, run out of in-season defenders then. So we are going to take Aaron Baru and play him in here. And then when we come back to this little team down here, we will take in Sucic. And then we can play a classic defender, which might be somebody that's in training or something already. Arnau, David Lopez, Ben Henriks, maybe wee Frimmers. Aye, let's throw wee Frimmers into this. Captain, yeah, let's just leave it Captain Sucic, why not? And this lineup is kind of trashed. So I'm going to drop the Javi Lopez for the Garisic on that one. Oscarson from the bench. Yeah, screw it. It's a 4-man team anyway, but that Musso, just in case he does play. And Yannick, sadly, not getting a debut this weekend for me. So spending some blooming money on him. Was there anything else that spooked me as we went through that? They put Becker there. I'll see how that shakes out. Maybe I'll swap. I said we'll have a wee last minute swap or so around. So I've got Ferran Torres in a team that maybe we could do better than that with. And yeah, I'm losing this blooming keeper now. So I think I want to swap him for Gordon. Yeah. Swap him for Gordon. And we do have Enzo for that other in-season throwaway team. That's what I'll do. Enzo in-season. There we go. Oscarson. Boom. There we go. So do we have a rare goalkeeper that we've just kind of fluffed away somewhere? This team's kind of mince. We could take the Killison. Not got a great game anyway. But Killison's playing like Taki and stuff, yeah. So, oh no, Taki's not in that. So we could do that. %. Connor Hazard. Are you going to play this weekend, pal? 10%. Insert Jim Carrey meme. You're saying I've got a chance? There's a chance? Maybe not, maybe not. But yeah, that's frustrating. I think I'll keep the champ line up, so I'm not touching them. I think I might take the Musso team out. Yeah, the Killison team. I'll bin that. Play Killison in here. Keep that team afloat. And I think Becker was the forward for that, wasn't he? So, yeah, we're not fearful on... Yeah, awesome. So, right, do I have a definite upgrade on Ferran Torres now? I probably do, like a Zubimendi or something like that. Yeah, so we've got Zubimendi. We could play Starfelt, which isn't a bad one to choose either. But I think Zubimendi's the play. Oh, we've got Saul. But yeah, let's take Zubimendi. Yeah, that feels like it's better off. Yeah, nice last minute wee massaging on the projections that we've got here. And then Robin Lenormand. Could just throw Starfelt in there. Tierney did not play Champions League. He didn't. I throw Starfelt in there. Okay, I think that's all the tweaking I'm going to do for tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure, everyone. Thanks to everyone that joined us on the member section doing the lineup building. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks very much again to our super chatter tonight, Craig. Means a lot, mate. Thank you very much. And yeah, me and Harry Boy will be back tomorrow for the deadline show. Usual time, same place, same time, all that good stuff. And then Friday night, I've got over 30 boxes to open. We've actually got a lot of cards to give away tomorrow between the deadline show and Go Fuck Friday or whatever. So we've actually got a lot of cards donated in. And I think I've got one or two as well. Like I brought a special edition Hatate to give away tomorrow last week and some other bits and pieces. So if you haven't already, subscribe and all that good stuff. Of course, turn on notifications. And I will see you tomorrow for the deadline show and everything else thereafter. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of it. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.